just to summarize, our study had this whole study had included 53 individual studies, and the bulk of these were from high-income countries. So that's North America, Europe, Australia. Um, Only a small handful were from lower or middle income countries, and we had a few from Asia and South or Central America, but we didn't have any studies that were set in Africa. So there are big gaps in this, and we know that prescribing models and cultural norms and stigma around discussing menopause and HRT are going to be very different in different settings. So we can't extrapolate to other continents in that way. I think our work would have to be interpreted in the context of the high income countries. And again, this is a gap in the literature, and it'd be something that we would like to find more about. The Women's Health Institute study showed higher cardiovascular risk, and there were obviously limitations with this study, and it resulted in lower prescribing for quite some time, actually. But we also know there are a lot of limitations with that study. They didn't look at different types of HRT or duration of use, and there's other options that are available. And it's really important for every clinician to discuss the absolute risks to that woman, rather than looking at a broad sweep of what was found in the past, and also the need of that particular individual as well. So people who really have very high severe symptoms, obviously for them the use of HRT is going to be more attractive with other people. As well as looking at their individual risks, they should also be considering going back and reviewing over time, and on whether it's time to change or time to perhaps stop HRT, consider stopping. That's an interesting question. We have found, as we've discussed already, that some health conditions are associated with having higher or lower prescribing of hormone replacement therapy, and it's important to understand this on an individual basis, and get the individual risk assessment. And the limitations of doing this at the moment are that there is a limited number of tools that are available, decision aids that are available. There are a few, but not necessarily available for every health condition, and to be able to have that discussion with a woman. So there's a need for more individualized communication aids to have those discussions. So both the clinician can understand the risks, but also explain them in a really easy to interpret way to their patients. And there may be, these may take different formats. These may be something like a risk calculator, or they could be a checklist type thing. So yeah, that's a need for the future.